Hey, I'm Josh Elledge, the Chief Executive Angel at SavingsAngel.com, and welcome to the Savings Angel Show. I'm podcasting to you from Orlando, Florida, where at the time of I'm recording this, we have a hurricane that is imminent. So by the time you're listening to this, perhaps all is over and done, all is well and good. We are just praying that especially our friends on the coast, they are in our hearts, and I hope that they will be protected. So listen, outside of that, I'm an extremely busy consumer expert, money-saving advocate, syndicated newspaper columnist, and that guy that turns digital entrepreneurs into media celebrities at upmyinfluence.com. I love what I do and can't wait to get going on today's episode. So in order to help you save more, earn more, and live more abundantly on today's show, I'm going to be covering how to change your shopping habits to save money. I've got some ideas for you that actually work. I've got one weird trick. How's that? How's that grab you? I hear the kids love that link bait, that clickbait stuff. Also, if you love going out, I'm going to give you $100 right now in this show. That's right. This is going to be one of the most valuable podcasts you listen to in quite some time, because I'm going to give you 100 smackers just to go out and enjoy some time. We're also going to talk about how you can get paid for watching videos. All that and more, so let's get going. Now you watch the grocery budget, you shop sales, and you use coupons when you can. But somehow, you still can't seem to lower your family's food bill. You don't know what else to try. Well, good news, I might know what's happening. You could have some shopping habits that you're not even aware of. So I've created a quick little quiz here to help you to identify them, and I'm going to give you suggestions on how to change your shopping habits to save money. Sound good? All right, I've got 4 questions for you. Number 1, do you feel trapped into shopping the same stores? Now, if you answered yes to this question, you might have a bit of a mental block in how you think about shopping. Question number 2, does your nose wrinkle up when people suggest buying things like bread from the dollar store? Now, if you admitted that you do, or if your nose wrinkled just hearing this question, you probably have built up some expensive biases without realizing it. Question number 3, do you find yourself drawn to how packaging looks rather than choosing products by the content, volume, and quality? If so, you might fall victim to impulse or justification buying more often than you realize. I'll explain justification buying in just a moment. Question number 4, do you look into your pantry, fridge, and freezer and regularly end up throwing food away? If that's you, your buying habits aren't matching your eating habits, resulting in pricey food waste. And let me tell you, food waste is my number 1 enemy. So let's talk about how to fix these. I've got 4 recommendations. Grab a pen or make some mental notes and make sure you share this episode with a friend. You and I can absolutely make a huge difference in people's lives, but only if they know about it. So here we go. Recommendation number 1. To get out of a store rut, meaning shopping at the same place, I want you to be open to exploring your area. Throw away the idea that you can only go to insert your store name of choice for insert item you always buy. Make sense? I mean, you always think you have to go to the store for a particular item. Why? There are smaller places that hold some of what you need, and you may have never even considered them. So here's an anecdote that demonstrates this. So last week, my friend ran into Walmart to grab a small list of specific items. Now, as she entered the store, she nearly laughed out loud. There, parked in front, were 2 identical carts of shelf-stable groceries wrapped tightly in plastic wrap. Adorning the fronts were the price totals. what you would pay buying at Walmart or at your local competitor. Now, the totals were both over $100, and the amount separating the two was a mere $5 and change. Now, this marketing display was intended to instill confidence in Walmart's always low prices, but it didn't. In a quick glance, my friend noted several items she knew she could purchase elsewhere and come nowhere close to paying $100 for the half-full cart of groceries. Furthermore, it completely ignored any store sales and coupons shoppers can take advantage of at other groceries. Save a mere $5 on over $100 in groceries? No thanks. I can do much better than that, Walmart. Again, if you are paying regular shelf retail prices for the vast majority of your groceries, or even a majority, or even a percentage, small percentage of your groceries, you should not be doing that. The only stuff you should be buying is things that you know you are absolutely getting the best deal on. And so, for example, let's say you shop at Publix, if you're in the Southeast here, and Publix has a BOGO sale, and they've got $1 for those, let's say it's a box of Cheerios. So their BOGO, which brings the price down to $2, and then you got a $1 coupon, that brings the price down to $1. Okay. Walmart is not going to sell, Walmart's Tostios or whatever they call it for $1. It's going to be like $3 and some change, or maybe $2.88 or something like that. Still, how much are you saving on each $2.88 box of Tostios if you get Honey Nut Cheerios, brand name, for $1? You're saving $1.88 a piece. And I know you might be saying, Josh, saving $1.88 on a box of cereal, that doesn't get me too excited. Okay. We're talking about using this same philosophy of shopping on everything you buy. You have to buy all of your items like this. Now, if you need something and it's not available, you don't buy it. You wait until you can get the deal. And then when you get the deal, you buy as much as you can comfortably use over the next handful of months. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like buying this, playing the stock market. You only buy when you can get a really good deal. Even if you really, really love that company, you don't buy stock in that company if it's not a good time to buy. Even if you want it, I'm sorry. Listen, if you really want to save money, I can help you cut your grocery bill in half. I can help you take an $800-900 grocery bill down to $400 or $500. It's not that hard. And it's buying your Cheerios for $1 instead of $2.88, because right there you're saving like 60% just on that one item alone. I want you to save 60% on everything you're buying. So when you get Cheerios for $1 a box, how many should you buy? Again, this is a quiz. You should buy as much as you can comfortably use within the next several months before they get really bad. And again, I have done whole shows about food waste and when did products really go bad and expiration dates. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I'm just going to tell you that expiration dates have nothing to do with food safety and or quality. It's very, very arbitrary. It's more of a recommendation to it's not a recommendation. It's an instruction to the retailer, but it has nothing to do with necessarily. And this is according to the USDA. It has nothing to do with food safety and or quality for the consumer. Anyway, go search through my podcast. I've talked about this. Listen, if you binge list this podcast and you share this podcast with friends, I promise you what I'm teaching you absolutely works. We've done the math. We've done the science. It works. Let's continue on with recommendation number 2. I want you to conquer your biases to really save money. I'm going to challenge you a lot on this podcast. Okay. As mentioned in the anecdote earlier about my friend looking at the 2 carts of groceries and thinking, oh, come on, please. Like, I'm really going to pay retail prices for all my groceries. My friend knew that she could buy several of those items at a local discount, aka salvage grocery store, for half of what it cost at Walmart. Or sometimes you can do things like Aldi. So you got to know what you buy at each store. Now, I happen to know that I can get loaves of bread for $1 at and this is just regular sandwich bread. Sometimes, I got family members who want the bougie bread, but that's different. But if you just want the regular basic, whole wheat sandwich bread, it's $1 at Aldi. Milk, I think it's like super cheap. It's like $1 and it's like $2. Eggs are under $1. So they're really good. So Aldi's really good at certain staple products, and then some of your produce as well. But there's some products I wouldn't buy there because I know that I can get them BOGO at Publix, and I can also stack a coupon. And then there are some items at Walmart. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, Josh, going to all these stores, how do you do that? That sounds like it's too complicated. Or this one I love, I'm going to spend more in gas to go to all these different stores. No, you're not. All right. You go to Aldi once a month or twice a month. All right. And you do it and you time your trips so that it works out. Now, if Aldi doesn't work out, like Whole Foods, right? I would like to go to Whole Foods from time to time when I do see some occasional good deals. But I don't, because it's just too far away from where I live. So sometimes you're just going to have to make that determination. But again, I'm really going to challenge you on the cost of gas. Don't let that. Now, again, time is another thing. I mean, if you just can't work out the time is money. I get it. And so you're going to have to say, listen, I could save $30 if I were to drive to Aldi and stock up on, a certain product line. And you might not be able to do that. And so you're just going to have to eat it on that $30. I mean, you're going to have to pay the premium because you need the convenience. All right. Now, let's again, talking about the salvage store, which may be an option for you. Now, if your nose just wrinkled at that, let me again encourage you to check smaller stores before you just assume the quality is bad. I assure you it isn't. Smaller grocers can save you up to 50%, and it's the same products that are sold as the big name stores. Again, I've done lots of content. You go to SavingsAngel.com right now, search through our blog. We've done this where we've compared generic or no name versions of products with brand name products. We've talked about the differences in there. For a lot of items, it really, really doesn't matter. But again, you have your own individual taste. What you're going to really need to do is the only way to do this is you have to learn. You have to test this stuff. So yes, I literally mean open up 2 bottles of ketchup, Heinz, and then some store brand, and then you A/B test it. And then you'll know, like there are some things I'm not going to do. So ketchup and mayonnaise happen to be those ones. I've tested the Walmart stuff and I've compared it to the brand name stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and pay the premium. I'm going to wait until I can get a BOGO and use a coupon. And that's where I'm going to do that. Now, to get you started, back on this principle again, reflect back to the original question that I asked number 2, just in regards to buying bread from the dollar store. Okay. Many dollar stores, Dollar Tree, for example, carry things like fresh bread for $1. I already talked about Aldi does as well. Again, your mileage may vary. It might be different for you, but I need you to know this information. And if it's all this, think about 80 different product lines that you buy on a regular basis. It can be really easy because Aldi, Walmart, grocery, now you can see all of their pricing in the app. So even if you're in the store at your regular grocer, let's say that you go to, wherever you like to shop, Meijer or wherever, you could pull this up now. So you can say, listen, oh gosh, it's $1 cheaper at Walmart. This particular item, it's not on sale at Meijer. I'm not going to buy it. So once you get to know this information, I really encourage you to put this in like a Google Doc, maybe use Evernote, something like that, where you can remember, until you get it memorized. Eggs, always buy eggs at fill in the blank store, or what your buy price is so that you know when you should stock up. All right. Now, again, you can go to the dollar store. You get and they get a wide variety of healthy brand name products that might be $2.50 or more at other stores. Just give it a try to start. Then open yourself up to other potential places in your area. If you live in suburbia, a metropolitan area, chances are you've got a lot of options, and ones that you probably have not visited. The drugstores, Walgreens and CVS. Well, again, if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I'm a big fan of cherry picking some of the best deals that Walgreens or CVS will put out there, especially for health and beauty items. Health and beauty items can be really expensive at regular grocery stores. And so I just want to make sure you know what, where you should be getting each item. Okay, recommendation number 3. Let's talk about justification buying. This is where maybe on the whole, you're good at not impulse buying, but when it comes to buying what you do need, you find yourself buying the larger package or the prettier package. After all, you've earned it, baby. You're going to buy it anyway, so it's justified, right? Well, it depends, man. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I get excited about this. All right. That's not necessarily the right answer. Okay. Maybe if it really, really matters to you, like I'm not going to be talking down to you if you want that daily coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. All right. That's just not where I am. If it really, really matters to you, then okay, over the course of a year, you might end up paying a $40 to $80 luxury because you refuse to drink a certain brand of milk or a certain brand of eggs. And that's fine. Maybe you've done the research and you know that you are only going to buy free range eggs. And that's really important to you, or organic produce. Okay. Again, I could spend a whole half hour talking about which organic products to buy, which to ignore. And so we can make very logical decisions about what we are going to get the biggest bang for our buck with. Okay. Now, I am going to always challenge you on pretty packaging though. I want you to try to make your buying decisions as devoid of emotions as possible, whenever possible, because this really, really racks up. Do you really care about retailer profit or manufacturer profit? Probably not. Like you just want the best product for your dollar. And so packaging is so deceptive. It's a multi. I mean, getting packaging right and all of the testing that they do. You would not believe the amount of testing that manufacturers will do to try to get you to buy more. How they design the logo, where they put the, images of the product and how they make them look bigger than life and how it doesn't look anything like what's in the package or box by the time you buy it. Okay. That's all psychology. And listen, we're in their world. They've already spent, hundreds of thousands of dollars to test product packaging so that you will buy more. But I'm telling you that that's not the best way that you should be making your buying decisions. Now, you also might be buying what you need just because you need it anyway. Stop doing that. Evaluate the best value based on the quantity and the quality. I'm a big fan of stocking up, but only if you know that you're stocking up because you're getting a great deal. I'm not a big fan of warehouse clubs generally for the majority of things. For individual items, yeah, maybe it makes sense. Warehouse clubs, by and large, actually tend to be a ripoff. Listen, we've done the math on it. And if you want to just go to SavingsAngel and search warehouse clubs, you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to, again, evaluate per unit pricing, quantity, quality, not on how nice the packaging is or on how you're getting more while you're already in the store. Sometimes it does just make sense to buy those smaller packages and stock up, when you get those really great deals, or maybe you just never stock up. All right. Recommendation 4, speaking of buying too much, if you are regularly throwing food away, this is costing you big time. I want you to begin to cut back on the quantities you buy if you're throwing product lines out. Yogurt. Yeah, I know they sell them 10 for $10 because they want you to buy more. When they do unit pricing like that, it's scientifically designed to get you to buy more than maybe you had planned on. But if it's not an exceptional deal, you buy more than you need, you throw them away, you're not eating them fast enough, and then you end up throwing them away. That's a really, really bad thing to do to your consumables budget. So I want you to consider tracking your family's consumption with a food diary for a week or even two to gauge volumes and preferences more accurately. buy less equals spend less. Great example. People buy bunches of bananas. Not Josh. You know how many bananas I buy? 2. I literally buy 2 bananas at a time because, and listen, sometimes we're out of bananas. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But I can't tell you the number of bananas that I have either thrown away. Now, I don't do that. Most of them go to the freezer and then we use them in smoothies and stuff. But this is the kind of thing you need to do. And by the way, pretty much every single produce item and so many other foods can go into the freezer and they'll store just fine. There's only a few exceptions. Lettuce doesn't work so well. You could do spinach and you can use that in smoothies. But pretty much every item that you can find in the frozen food section, you can absolutely freeze. And so that's a good litmus test. Has this ever been in the frozen food section in a grocery store? If so, chances are you can freeze it. Do you know that you can actually even freeze milk? I know it sounds disgusting. Drinking it, it's a little weird. It has a different texture. Okay. I remember when I was up in Adak, Alaska, I was out when I was stationed in the Navy and we were out in the Aleutian Islands, and my anatomy and physiology teacher, I was taking evening classes. And so she was a doctor and she brought in the milk into our class because she also brought in like some cookies or something like that. She was celebrating just took a test or something like that. And the milk expiration date was a month old. And we were like, what? And she goes, what? It was frozen. It's fine. It's thawed. And so she would buy the milk and thaw it. And yeah, it did have a different texture. I wouldn't say that, if you're trying to enjoy yourself a fine glass of milk in your fine china. No, it's not good in your fine stemware. It's not, I wouldn't do it that way, but you can cook with it. So rather than throw out milk, throw it in the freezer, thaw it if you're going to cook with it. That you could do. And that'll work. You can make, whatever you need, if you're baking or whatever, you could try that out. So again, this was a lot. This right here, I'm going to be honest. I think what I just shared with you was my swan song. This right here condensed a lot of all of my best stuff on buying groceries. This episode, if there's any episode you share with a friend, I bursted a lot of bubbles. I think this would be a really good episode. I feel good about what I shared with you. I think this would be a good episode. Take a screenshot on your phone, post this on social, post on Instagram, post on Facebook, post on Twitter, post on the Pinterest, send a text to somebody, have them listen to this. If you're listening to this on your desktop or on Roku or wherever you're listening to it, make sure you subscribe in a podcast app, like Apple Podcasts would be really great. That way I can deliver these episodes to you every single time they come out immediately. You'll be immediately able to download them as opposed to waiting until you heard about it because you get our email or something like that. So with that, hopefully, friend, this saved you some money. I truly believe that if you follow my advice, easily, I saved you $400 to $800 over the next 12 months. Man, that is what this show is all about. Thank you so much for listening to this. Let's continue on. I got a $100 gift. With that, let's get going to my next segment. Now, who doesn't love going out to see their favorite band rock the house? I know I do. Or your favorite sports team rock the playing field? I know I love to. It's one of the reasons I love Orlando so much. There's so much to do here, diversity of events. Think of your nearest big city. They got lots of good stuff going on. Even your nearest medium-sized city, there's good stuff that's going on all the time. Now, I've found a way to not only get my tickets for tonight, but actually earn savings toward tickets for the next event. I don't use the regular stuff that you might use. I'm not going to mention any names. I want to share with you the app that I use because it's a major hookup. All right. It's Vivid Seats, and they've got a rewards loyalty program. And I just use the app. I use the Vivid Seats app. All right. It's an online ticket marketplace, and it helps you find seats at sporting events, theater, concerts, and more. And you earn credit back toward future ticket purchases directly in the app. This is a no-brainer because you're going to get savings you just won't get anywhere else. And you're getting rewards for every time that you purchase tickets as well. So Vivid Seats offers great pricing and an easy online experience. And I'm about to give you $100. Seriously. Right now, go to the Apple Store or Google Play and download the Vivid Seats app. You're going to automatically be enrolled into the Vivid Seats rewards program. And as an added bonus, all Vivid Seats confirmed purchases, they always got 100% guarantee. And again, I'm a consumer guy. I want to make sure that wherever you get your tickets, sometimes you don't. With Vivid Seats, you do. 100% guarantee. Now, here we go. You ready for your $100? This is really bonkers. All right. For our Savings Angel listeners only, Vivid Seats is going to give you $100 for real. Before you click to pay for your tickets, you enter the code ANGEL100 and you are going to get $100 off. You heard me right. I said $100 off. You have to download. Here's how you do it. You download the Vivid Seats app today, right now, Apple Store, Google Play. All right. Or if you already have it on there, you begin saving on your very next purchase. Again, you have to enter the code ANGEL100 at checkout, and bam, it's going to give you $100 off your next purchase. That's amazing. You can buy tickets for the family for something, get $100 off. You might get yourself a free show. Why? Because you listen to the Savings Angel Show. I want to thank my friends over at Vivid Seats. Yes, I use the app. Yes, I have purchased sporting ticket events with it. Yes, I've got items that are in my cart right now for entertainment. I could take listen, I love being that dad that I get to spend that quality time with my kids. I especially love doing one-on-one, like daddy-daughter dates, daddy-son things. And, my kids are into different stuff. And so now through Vivid Seats, especially, you get the rewards and the bonuses, $100, man. I'm going to be like an all-star dad. So thank you again to my friends over at Vivid Seats. This is amazing. Thank you for the $100 off. I feel like Oprah. You get $100. You get $100. You get $100. Thank you so much, Vivid Seats. Hey, do you like making money? Of course you do. How about getting paid money for watching videos? Have you ever watched videos on the internet? Do you know you could actually get paid for watching videos? There are companies that will actually pay you to watch videos. Swag TV rewards you swag bucks just for watching posted videos. Here's how you do it. Okay. You also you just download the little swag button, click through, go to swag bucks, or you go to SavingsAngel.com/swagbucks, if you would, pretty please, because then they see that our Savings Angel people are amazing. And I think we get a little something from that, which allows me to keep doing this amazing podcast for you, helping you save tons of money. But look, when you go onto swagbucks.com, you're logged in, you'll see where you could click and watch Swag TV, and you get paid for watching videos. Now, you can also get Swag Bucks for booking travel deals through Swag Bucks. Listen, you could still use the coupon codes. This is free money. They're giving you money that you won't get doing it any other way. This is a no-brainer. You could surf the web using the Swagbucks Yahoo browser, and you can get paid for that. Like, you're already doing it. It's not really going to change your experience at all. All right. Just seriously, get paid for this stuff. You get paid for playing your favorite games online as well. The swag button just got more rewarding. You get a bonus 100 swag bucks when you go to savingsangel.com/swagbucks. Go ahead and sign up. Install the bonus button, and then when you share Swagbucks with somebody, you get a bonus 100 Swagbucks when your new referral adds the swag button, and we can all save money together. Thank you, Swagbucks. Now, if you've loved hearing everything on this podcast, please share this episode with a friend. People need this info. You and I together, we are changing lives. Don't blow this off. There are people that are struggling financially. Matter of fact, it's a lot of people. It's most people. We have financial stress from time to time. And I gave you the $100 for the Vivid Seats. I gave you the $400 to $800 easily from following my advice of shopping. I do this every episode. Okay, I recommend taking a screenshot, posting this on the Facebook, on the Pinterest, on the Instagram, do a story, send a text, wherever you hang out with most. I know you know someone who would benefit from what we do in this podcast. It is the number one shopping and savings podcast on a planet for a reason. And that reason is you, because our Savings Angel audience is amazing. We care for one another. We're looking out for each other, and together, collectively, we can be the angels that we need in our lives. So, as always, if you have any specific questions, there's something you'd like to hear me talk about, you could drop a comment in the podcast feedback. You can write me on our Facebook group, or you can call the podcast hotline at 407-205-9250. Leave me a message. I will hear it. And if you want to just say, Josh, I really like you. Thank you so much. I did something you suggested a few months ago and it worked. That would just make my day. I'm going to answer your question, write you back, or with your permission, I might even share your question or story with others on this show. With that, have a wonderful week full of saving more, earning more, and living more abundantly. And thank you for listening. You know, I got family members who want the bougie bread, but that's different.